Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom. Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Shalom, Lord. Shalom, Israel. This is Barterville Sabath Service for March the 21st. Give it a hand. Just a minute up here. I'm out of here.
Wayakala. This is for everybody. Which means to stand. Wapanya, Aquadum, which means rise and face east. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, then in the English. The Lord's Prayer. Abinah. Shabbat Shema.
Shabbat Shema.
Quadah.
Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malak Watkah. Kaba'ah. Ratazayka. Hayah. Aisha. Ra'anataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bachamayim. Yathamuna. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawak now. Kasalak now. Katawaki now. Wala'ah. Wabi'ayah now. Manasaya one. Agal. Abishaya now. Mayan. Ra. Hayah. Shemka. Hamalakwa. Allah. Mahat Ra. Abiyam. Aman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is Hatak the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Hakat.
Hakat. Hakat.
Lara
Pa'ah.
Allah.
Rabba Allah. Makol Madawan. Hakat. Tahar. The Tazariah. Hakat. Lahakwiel. Lamati. Ma'atar Ra. Hamata Allah. Rashan. Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, He give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And the power in all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
And the power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it.
This is to bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua.
Barak
Barak Manasha Allah. Ayah. Kapari. Barak. Hashem Yahushua. Tawad Ahmad. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew.
Aisha, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Tabayam, Ma'aratazar, Abatan, Rabawak, Ragal, Alayawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yalawam, Ala'ah, Yishan, Kabamal, Asha'ala, Shamarka, Yahweh, Kazalka, Aliyah, Tanimka, Ramamam, Hashemat, La'ah, where you rock, where you lie, Yahweh, Shamar, Makora, Jamal, Atapaka, Yahweh, Yashamar, with a Waka, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth, even forevermore. So be it.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya,
Alimo Yamaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Hayahana, Wayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ashabanayaka, Nashawa, La'a, Al Imaka, Ayam Yamra, Sawa, Wayataya I Tazawa, Avatata Wamyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Malakaki, Mongolia, Nashkar, Sham Yashala, Ayah,
Number I Tazawa,
La, Yapadwa, Ayaka, Warya, Urathwa, Aholia, Alawam, Wishima Alayam, Waba Abba, Garia, Awan, Amalak, Rashad, the Meshach, of the war, Ramasha, Alawa, Ama, Ayawa, Rawai, Mukamala, Allah, Aisha the Madi, the Dasha, Yada, and call, Kuyashwan, the Shamadwa, Payanta Abra, Yaman, Adama, Ka'ara. Because of Abba. Because of the Bat. Because of Gomina. Because of Sayakamu. Ashar. Amaru. Ayashar. Amawar. Na'awa. Alahaya. Alahaya. Yeshitama. Gogala. The Punyaraka. La'a. The Irie Ara. The Hubba. The Hat. Party. Regatna. The Irika. The was the Pata. The Alam. And Yahan. The one. The Pata. Shimka. Yahweh. Yabat. The Hall. The Power. We get a body. We get the Iowa. The God. The God. Shimka. Yahweh. The body. Ayawan. Akal. Rataza. Aman.
And then the angels, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
And be not still. O Yahweh. Below. Thy enemies make a tumult. But they that hate thee have lifted up the head and have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off, being a nation. At the name of Israel, be no more remembered. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against you. The tabernacles of Eden, and the Hagarenes, and Amalek, Philistine, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites. This is sin. And to Jabez. The book of Shushan. Persia Endor. Make their nose like a ram. And like to yea. All the princes of Sabbath. And the moon. They said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh is possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As they stumble before the wind. As the fire burn up the wood. As the flame set up the mountain on fire. Persecute them. Tempted. Make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Yahweh Allah, Wa Alahaya, Muzab Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Wa Alawatim, Masa Brunyam, Masa Tazarunyam, Asa Sagolium, Mazatwathim, Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Wadaman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General Yahweh. The officers. Troopers. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you so big.
These are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. King of heaven and all things living. All things Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathens. That speak against us. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathens. Shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. All their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers and the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, Pope, Islam, Egyptology, religion, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Posse Comitatus, Gay Movement, the Gay Movement, the Lesbian Movement, Spies, Workers of Witchcraft, the Space Program, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people and seek to stop it. Bring swift destruction to the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth. Consume them. The plague. Take the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers to all the heathen that come against us as we speak thy word. No, all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Let them shake it thy coming. Name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it.
Man up here, Shashabi.
She cool over there. Or you want me to bring it back in? No, it's just above right there.
Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 21, verse 22 and 28, verse in the Hebrew, then in the English.
Numbers chapter 21, 22 to 28, and the Hebrews, like it. Jumped off the screen. Very good. Numbers chapter, yeah, how about you? Numbers chapter 21, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Verse 22. I bara, Rakizaka, La'a, Nata, Vashada, Wabarakam, La'a, Nashata, Maya, Ba'ar, Badarak, Kamalak, Nalak, I, Nashar, Ibar, Gabolka, verse 3, verse 23, Wala'a, Nathan, Sayakan, Yasha'al, Ibar, Bagabola, Waya Sa'ak, looks like Waya Sak, Sayakan, Call, Ainwa, Waya Atasa, La Kora, Yasha'al, Hamad Dabara, Waya Ba'a, Yahatasa, Waya Lakam, Bayasha'al, verse 24 in the Hebrew, Wayakawa, Yasha'al, Lapaya, Kara, Wayarashrash, Aratazawa, None, I, Yabak, I, Bunya, I'm one, Kaya, eyes, Gabawal, Bunya, one, verse 25. When you quack, Yasha'ala, Kash, Ardim, Allah, Wayasha, Yasha'ala, Bakal, Arya, Maria, Bakash, Shabwan, Wabakal, Banakia, verse 26. Kaya, Kashabwan, Ayar, Sayakan, Malak, Ha'amaria, Hawa'a, Wahawa'a, Nalakam, Bamalak, Mawa'ab, Hara'aswan, Wayakwak, Call, Haratasawa, Mayadwa, Aran, Aryan, Arnam, verse 27. Come, ya Amarwa, Shalim, Bawa, Kashabwan, Babana, Watha Kawanan, Ayar, Sayatawan. Verse 28. Kaya Ash, Yataza Kama Shabwan, Lahaba, Macquaria, Sayakan, Akala, Ar, Mama Ma'alia, Mama Wa, Aranan. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 21, verse 22 through 28 in the English. Verse 22.
Go ahead.
I'm done. Verse 22. Let me pass through thy land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will drink of the water of the wells, but we will go only by the king's highway until we be past thine borders. Verse 23. And Shihon, which not suffered Israel to pass through his borders, but Shihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel into the wilderness. And he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel.
All right, so let's get some background to this part right here. So Israel, of course, we know is in the wilderness, and they're going into the they're on their way to the land of Canaan, and they have to walk through certain territories. Okay, and one of the territories that they have to go through, this is all, of course, east of the Jordan River. They have to go through the Amorite territory, and every time they would pass through, Israel would actually ask permission of if they could pass through. Because remember, they did the same thing when they were passing through Edom. So now they are asking King Sihon, he's the king of the one of the kings of the Amorites, if they can pass through. Sihon, of course, said absolutely not. No, let me ask a question. Okay, can somebody tell me? Oh, I have what is called this is what they call teaching equity sticks, which I will pick your name. I know people that are here today. Pick your name and maybe ask some people, why do you think Sihon would not let Israel pass through? What is the reason? There is a reason. There's actually a precept too. We start off with, let me see. I got Officer Karat here. Officer Karat, why do you think that, if I may? Why did Sihon not allow Israel to pass through?
Because of the power that was shown, you know what I'm saying, by God on down on Egypt when we was in Egypt. Okay.
Officer Kabar, you want to extend that? Well, sir? No, sir? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's talk about why. That was a good answer to Officer Karat. So I can forget the name. All right. I'm going to pull this really quickly. Look at Deuteronomy 2, verse 30. I want you to see this. There is a reason, there's a couple reasons why King Sihon told Israel that they were not to pass through, even though Israel asked politely if we could pass through. All right, I'm going to pull this precept. This is in Deuteronomy 2, verse 30. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 2, verse 30. I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, but Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him. And this is why. It says, for the Most High, thy power hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him to this hand as he appeared to this day. The Most High hardened King Sihon's heart so that he would not allow Israel to pass through. Who else? Does anybody remember who else's heart did he harden so that he could show his power? Pharaoh. Come, sir. He hardened Pharaoh's heart. Okay? And there's a precept also in Romans. Remember, it talks about the Most High having mercy whom he will have mercy on, and compassion whom he will have compassion on, that he made some for honor and some for destruction. This cuts the Christian church. The Christian church thinks that the Most High is out here trying to save everybody. This cuts it because the Most High has made some for destruction. You can look at that and read the chapter of Romans 9. Okay? So when you're talking to the Christian pastor, and he's saying that the Lord is out here trying to save everybody, pull these scriptures. Why would the Lord harden the hearts of these men so that they could be destroyed? He didn't want them in the land. All right. So go ahead, keep going.
verse 24.
Come.
And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon and Jabbokah, even unto the children of Ammon. For the border of children of Ammon was strong. Verse 25. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. Verse 26. For Heshbon was the city of Shihon, the king of the Amorites, who fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of the hand, even unto Aram.
So let me ask another thing. They took all the cities, it says, they took the cities of the Amorites. Does anybody know what prophecy this fulfills? I was waiting for Trooper, not officer Ayat, who just became an officer 2 weeks ago. I was waiting for you to look ready. What is this the fulfillment of officer Ayat? Israel took all the cities of the Amorites. Do you remember what that fulfilled? All right. Anybody else want to take a shot at it? What does that fulfill? The Israel took all the cities of the Amorites. Does anybody remember what that fulfilled? What prophecy that fulfilled? Anybody remember? All right. For time's sake, I'll give it to you. This fulfilled the prophecy of the covenant. You remember in Genesis 15, the Most High said, I'm going to give you all the lands of the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Amorites. Okay, so when they were going into the land and taking these nations, this is fulfillment of what the Most High said. Also, in Exodus, remember the Most High said, you're going to go into these lands of these nations, make no covenant with them, come utterly destroy them. They do not belong in that land. Okay, and that's why this is fulfilled. That's why the Most High is hardening these nations' heart, because he wants to destroy them. He wants to destroy them. Okay. There's a scripture in Proverbs that says, the Most High has made all for himself, even the wicked, for the day of doom, for the day of destruction. So this cuts the Christian church. They're thinking that the Lord wants to save everybody, and he wants every nation. He did not. He didn't want even them in the land. He built some for destruction.
Is that prophecy the same as now? But I guess the Most High is doing it for it, like other people destroying all of these nations.
Come. He's going to pluck them out of land. And what will probably happen is they'll start fighting each other and pluck them out. And then, Yahweh, he's going to come and clean up. They don't belong there. Okay? We belong there in that land. Come.
We're in Numbers chapter 21, verse 27. Wherefore, they that speak in Proverbs, verse 21, chapter 21,
27, right?
verse 27. Wherefore, they that speak in Proverbs say, come into Heshbon, let the city of Shihon be built and prepared. Verse 28. For there is a fire going out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Shihon. It hath consumed of Moab and the lords of the high places of Aram.
Now
we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 21, verse 29 through 35. Verse 21. Verse 29. Wow. Numbers chapter 21, verse 29. I will yell, lock. Wow. Calm. Moab. Abadah. Ani. Mawash. Nathan. Bayua. Pull your tongue. Not Yawa. Not Yawa. Bashab. Bashab. Yak. Bashab Yak. Lama Lak. Amaria. Say a Kawan, verse 30. One of your rum, a bun, a bad, Kashabawan, Ide, do you Bawan, when a Shanyam, Ide, Napak, Amar, Slaki, Ashar, Ide, Moya the Ba'a, verse 31. Moya Shab, Yashara'al, Ba'a Ratza, Ba'a Maria, verse 32. Moya Shalak, okay, Masha, Lara Bo, Ya I, where you lock? What are your, what? But ya, but not you, but not you. What say this? Is that it?
So yeah, whatever is important.
And if where your shard, where your rush, cook.
Yeah, where you right.
Cook. Where your rush, what? It's a space in the queue.
Okay, no, keep going.
Mario. Ashar. Shum, verse 33. Where your pun what? Where your eye what? Where your eye what? Where your eye what?
Yeah, I'll walk. Yeah.
Okay. Where your eye is what? The rock. The run.
No, you got it.
The rock.
It's a while.
Babashwan. Right. Where you taga up. Awa. Malak. Babash Yan.
Shun.
Habashan. Look what done. But done. Done. What cold? I'm what? Lama, come up.
You're doing well, so keep going.
Out of our island, verse 34. Where your Amar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Al, the Yera'ah, Aqua. Kaya. Bayadak.
Bayadka.
Bayadka. Natataya. Not yet.
Got it. Nathaya. Good.
Nataya. Atawa. Wa'ak. Ko. I'm wa. I'm wa. Wa'ak. Arakta wa. Wa'aishaya. Awa. Aisha. Say it again. Lawa. Ashar.
Good job.
Aishaya. La. La Sayakan. Malak. Ha'amariah. Aishar. Yawashab. Bakwash. No. Bakashab. Shabawan. Verse 35. Wayakawa. Aqua. Wa'af. Bandawa. Wa'af. Ko. Imowa. Anwa. Id. Balakya. Balayak. Balakya. Ayar. Lawa. Sharayad. Waya Rashwa. Araktada wa.
Oh, we were trying to see what's there. I'm sorry.
Now we're going to read Sabbath chapter 21, verse 29 through 35 in the English.
I can read this. That's cool. Numbers chapter 21, verse 29 in the English. Woe to thee, Moab, thou art undone, O people of Chemosh. He hath given his sons that escape, and his daughters into captivity unto Sihon, king of the Amorites. It's verse 30. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste even unto Nephah, which reacheth unto Medeba. Verse 31. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites. And like I said before, that fulfills the prophecy of the covenant. The covenant was that we were going to take the land of the Amorites. Verse 32. And Moses sent a spy out to Jahazer, and they took the villages thereof and drove out the Amorites that were there. Verse 33. And they turned and went up by the way of Bashan. And Og, the king of Bashan, went out against them, he and all his people, to the battle of Edrea. Verse 34. And the Lord said unto Moses, fear him not, for I have delivered him into thy hand and all his people and his land, and thou shalt do to him as thou didst unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. Let me give you some background. Sihon and Og were very well-known Amorite kings that were very powerful kings. If you look through all of the scriptures, through the Psalms, through even the prayers, they always talk about the battles of these two kings, because these weren't some low-class kings that the Israelites, by the hand of the Most High, took out. These were mighty Amorite kings that the Most High delivered into Israel's hand. Okay, especially Og. Og was I'm going to say this name wrong, but Og was part of a group that were really large men. Okay, so you got to think how some of the territories where the Hamites are looking like super tall and super big. Okay, think about like Goliath. Okay, I got to remember where I got to remember exactly where it talks about. I think it's in Deuteronomy 3. I have to pull that, but
Og was Moab though. He was Ammonite, right?
No, Og was an Amorite, but they took over the land of Moab. He was an Amorite king as well.
Japanese.
I always get them mixed. Which one's I know it's Amorite and the Moabites. I always get them mixed up.
Chinese.
Japanese. I always get them two. I always get them two
Moab.
mixed up. I always get them two mixed up. But they took the land of the Moabites. But they were Og and Sihon were both Amorite kings, but they took their lands. Because you got to remember, those nations over there were warring against each other as well. But then when Israelite came to the land, somebody tell me what did those nations start doing? We even read the psalm about this. What did they start doing when Israel came to that land?
They start teaming up.
Thank you. What's that psalm? Psalm 83. They're in confederate against thee. They started becoming a confederacy against Israel. It's the same thing we see in the hoods today. You'll see them different nations. They don't like each other in their native country. But when they come into a black neighborhood, they become confederate against us. Okay, it's the same thing. So the Moabites, the Amorites, the Midianites, okay, they all came out and they were against Israel. Okay, and that's scriptural too, because you look at Zechariah, it talks about I will gather all nations to battle against Jerusalem. They're always going to be against us. Okay, so, but Og was another Amorite king, and he was also a well-known king. He was a part of a large group. I have to find, I think it's in Deuteronomy 3. Actually, it's Deuteronomy 3, verse 11. I'll read that for a second. Deuteronomy 3, verse 11, it says, "For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of the giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron." You got to remember, iron was iron was like, the metal at that time that was very, very famous. It's kind of like as famous as like gold. Iron, that was the weapon that they used. So he had a whole bed made of iron. It is not in the Rabbah, the children of Ammon. Okay, Ammon, I'm going to say the name. Okay, so he was also an Ammonite. All right, 9 cubits was the length of thereof, and I think you did say that, Quran. 4 cubits of the breadth of the cubit of a man. Okay, so this is also something that he took. Okay, that Israel went up against. Okay, all right, excellent. All right, we're still reading. I lost this. I think I'm on verse 35. Verse 35. Well, let me read verse 34. "And so the Lord said unto Moses, Fear him not, for I have delivered him into thy hand, and all his people and his land, and thou shalt do to him as thou didst Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. And so they smote him and his sons and all his people, until there was not left him alive, and they possessed the land." And when they took out these two Amorite kings, or the Amorites and the Ammonite, as Officer Kara said, this put the fear of all the other nations. They started to fear Israel this time, especially when they took them out. These two mighty kings out, this started to put the fear of the other nations, and they started to become afraid of Israel because they saw what Israel would do. All right? Excellent. Let's go ahead and read Numbers chapter 22, 1 through 7. I'll read this one. Numbers chapter 22, 1 through 7 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 2, verse 1. Wayasaiwa, Abunya, Yasha'ala, Wayakanwa, Ba'ayo Rabwa, Ma'wa'ab, Ba'irab, Layaradan, Yarakwa. Verse 2. Wayarab, Balak, Bun, Kaza, Pawar, Tall, Ashar, Aisha, Yasha'ala, Amaria. Verse 3. Wayagar, looks like Ma'wa'ab, Mapunya, Ha'ai, Ma'ab, Kaya, Ra, Hawa'ab, Wayakwataza, Wa'ab, Mapunya, Bunya, Yasha'ala. Verse 4. Mar, Ma'wa'ab, Al, Zaquanya, Marayans, Aitha, Yala, Kakwa, Pakwa Hall, Call. Somebody, Yabak, Yanaw, Kalakat, Hashawar, Yarak, Hashadab, Wabalak, Bun, Kazapawar, Balak, Verse 5. Verse 5. Where you shalak, bala'ayim, all, bala'ayim, bun, ba'ay war, basa wara, ashar, hanahar, arakaza, bunya, aywa, la kora'a, la wa, la amar, hana, ayn, yataza, mama tazarian, hana, kasa, ayan, ha'arakaza, wa hawa'a, yasha, Mamolia, verse 6. I thought, Laka, Na'a, Ara, Ya, Ha'ai, Haza, Kaya, I Tazai, Wam, Hawa'a, Mamanya, Iwalia, our call, Naka, Bawa, Wa'agar, that's like it, Wa'agar, Rash now, Man, Ha'arataza, Kaya, Yada, Salakia, Yadai, Kaya, Ishar, the Barak, Mabarak, wa Ashar, the Yawa, verse 7, wa Yakola, Zaquanya, Mawa'ab, Zaquanya, Madayan, Wakwa Samyam, Bayadam, Wayaba all by Bala'ayin, Wayadabarwa, all Yawa, the Barya, Balak, and that's it.
Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 21 through Salafi. Yeah.
Oh, right, guys.
Number 22, verse 1 through 7 in the English. Numbers chapter 21, verse 1 through 7. Verse 1. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side Jordan by Jericho. Verse 12. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Verse 3. And Moab was sore afraid of the people, because they were many. And Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel.
Now you got to remember, the children of Israel coming from the east side of the Jordan are coming through. There was a lot of them. They some estimate about 1 million. Okay, probably about 600,000 men. They're coming through, and they just destroyed 2 mighty Amorite kings. So Moab is now afraid. Keep going. And Balak is the king of them. Balak or Balak.
Verse 5. He sent messengers thereof.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. And Moab said unto the elder of Meadim, now shall this company lick up all that are around about us, as the ox licketh up the grass of the field. And Balak, the son of Zippor, was the king of the Moabites at that time.
Now, Moab, remember, Midian was right next door to Moab. Okay? So he's now talking to other nations or other groups to come against Israel. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay. And he sent messengers thereof unto, verse 5, and he sent messengers thereof unto Balaam, the son of Bor, to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Verse 6, come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he who bless is blessed, and he whom thou curseth is cursed. Verse 7. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Meadim departed with the rewards of the deviation in their hand. And they came unto Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak.
Okay, so let's give some background on who Balaam is. So Balaam was a well-known, supposedly seer of the time from these nations in that area. So he was well-known. You got to remember when and you've seen this in the movie 300. If everybody's seen the movie 300, I love that. I used to love that movie when I was younger. Where anytime when nations were about to go into war, they would always consult their seers They would always consult their false gods, and usually they would consult their oracles. And usually it was women, and they would have, they would hear what the oracle had to say, and the seer would say, well, this is what the oracle saying. Of course, they would have an orgy right there in the temple. And that's why the Most High told us not to make a covenant with these nations, because these nations always cause our men to sleep with these women, these oracle type, these witch type women, okay, when in their temples and stuff like that, because that's what they would do. Every time they would try to consult, of what's going to happen, they ended up sleeping with the temple prostitutes. Okay, that's why the Most High said don't happen. Actually, that's what happened to Israel. When they went into Midian, that's exactly what they did. They went in, they sacrificed their idols, and they slept with the women. Moses had to take care of business. Okay, this is why the Most High said not. But Balaam was a well-known person in that area, and they would consult him. So they're like, listen, come and curse these people for us. Okay, and so we're going to see what happens in that part of the story. When remember, Midian and Moab are working together right now. Okay, the elders are all going to Balaam like, please curse these people that are coming to the land. All right, let's see. So right now we're reading. Go ahead.
Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 8 through 14 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 22, verse 8. Waya Amar, Alayahum, Laya Nawab, Hub, Halaya Love, Wahashab, Wahabakya.
You actually had to write the first one.
What I said,
There you go.
Wahashab, Layah.
Excellent.
After come. What?
No, you had it.
I come. The bar. Ka'ashar. You're the bar. Yahweh. Aliyah. Where you shab you. I mean, where you shab what? Suriyah. Moa'ab. Mala'ain. Verse 9. Where you ba'ab. Where you ba'ab. Alahain. Al. Bala'ain. Where you Amar. Maya. Not Yum.
Yeah, I got it.
Anakim. Allah. Amak. Verse 10. Waya Amar. Bala'ain. Al. Hamyam. Yum. Alahain. Balakwak. Balak. One. Tazapar. Malak. Moa'ab. Dalak. Aliyah. Verse 11. Anahab. Anah. Ha'ain. Yataza'ah. Yataza'ah. Mama to yum. Tadarayum.
Mama to Zar.
Mama to Zar yum.
That's Egypt.
Where you cuss. Ayan. Aratza. Ayatha. Laka, Waba, Laya, Aitawa, Aqua, Awalaya, our like our whole
Excellent.
waha
Excellent.
lahalakam
Excellent.
wawa waga rash Yawa.
Excellent. Excellent.
Verse 12. Waya Amar, Alahayam, Alahayam, Layam, Alahayam, Al, Wala'ain, La'a, Lalak, and Muhammad, La'a, the R, that means the R,
You got it. You're fine.
Ha'ain, Khaya, Barawan, Barawak, verse 13, Wayakwam, Bala'ai, Babakor, Waya Amar, Sharia, Sharia,
You're doing excellent.
Balak, Bakawa, Bakawa, our Raktaza, come, Kaya, Ma'ani,
Look at it again.
Ma'ana, Ma'an, Yahweh, but the thing, but Lak,
There you go.
Lak,
There you go.
Kaya,
Excellent.
the Halak, I'm a come. Verse 14. Kwam, Sharia,
Look at it again.
Sharia,
There you
Sharia, Mawa'ab, Ba'awa, Al, Balaqua, Balak, Amar, Ma'ain, Ma'an,
You're doing well.
Bala'ain, Alak, Aman, what, or Aman, what?
The first one.
I know what?
I know. Good.
I know. That's it.
So, the water.
Now I'm going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 14 in the English.
Go ahead and read it. The water, see, that's the word. Well, better way he's going to make it. That's actually possible. All right, Numbers chapter 22, verse 8 in the English. And he said unto them, Lord, share this night. Oh, let me give you some background. Balaam was known to be very greedy. Okay, and this is something teach for hire. It's like you pay him all this money, and then he would do his witchcraft to tell you something. Okay, so he's very greedy. That's verse 8. And he said unto them, Lord, share this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Most High shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. Verse 9. And God came unto Balaam and said, What men are these with thee? Verse 10. And Balaam said unto God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, hath sent unto me, saying, verse 11, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covered the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them, peradventure I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. Okay? So, that's what Balaam is saying to the Most High. And God said unto Balaam, thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. This, and I want to point this out because this goes to very, very following orders of what the Most High says. No matter how big or small, follow the order. I always learned that from Captain Austin. He says, follow the order. Okay? Remember, somebody tell me 2 priests that died in front of the altar because they didn't follow the order. Who were they? Go ahead.
Aaron.
Well, not necessarily Aaron, but you're close. Aaron and Sue. Yeah, Aaron's sons. Yeah, Aaron's sons were the ones. Well, Aaron did. Eventually, they did, and Moses. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the Aaron and Moses, when they didn't obey the Most High, when he said, "Speak to the rocks," you are correct. I was thinking of those 2 sons. Remember, they were given strange fire, and then they died. That's actually good, also correct. Okay. Well, Aaron and the sons, remember when they gave the strange fire, they were killed. And then Aaron, remember the Most High said he couldn't mourn for them. Yeah, he couldn't mourn for his sons when they gave strange fire. And they were unalive. Oh. And then Aaron and Moses later, because of their disobedience, they couldn't go into the land. And then I think it was Eleazar that had to take the place. But the order, good. No, not when his sons were disobeyed. On the separate part, Aaron and Moses, when they were the Most High told them to speak to the rock. Remember, Moses struck, and because of that, the water broke out, and he said that you, Moses, and Aaron would not get to the promised land. And then he told Aaron, I think we're getting close to the part in Numbers where he told Aaron that he had to go up in the mountain and die, and Eleazar had to take his spot. So eventually, yeah, I mean, he did die. And it doesn't say really how the Lord kept the Lord, unalive in some way. Excellent point. So just follow the order. That's something that you got to. So we're going to see why this is important. Let's go back. We're in verse 12, I believe. Verse 12. God said to Balaam, "Thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed." Verse 13. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the princes of Balak, "Get you into your land, for the Lord refuses to give me leave to go with you." Verse 14. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak and said, "Balaam refused to come with us." And that's it.
I'm going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 15 through 21. The Hebrew.
All right. This is Numbers chapter 22, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Where you Sa, Iwa, Balak, Salak, Shariam, Rabiam, Wanakabadiam, Ma'ala, verse 16. 21. Verse 16, where you Awa, Al, Bala'ain, where you Amar, Lawa, Ka, Amar, Balak, Ban, Taza, Pawar, All, the Manati, Mahalak, Olia. It's like verse 17, Kaya, Kabad, Akabadka, Ma'ad, Wakal, Ashar, the Amar, Olia, Aisha, Walakab, Na'a, Kwaba, Laya, Ha'ain, Hazah. Verse 18, Waya Ain, Bala'ain, Waya Amar, All, Ibadia, Balak, Yatan, Laya, Balak, Mala'a, Bayahwa, Kasak, Wazahab, La'a, Awakal, Ibar, Paya, Yahawa, Alahaya, La Aishawa, Kutana, Awa, Garawala, verse 19. Wa Aitha, Shaba, Na'a, Baza, Gam, Atam, Halayla, Wa Aidaiha, Ma, Yasak, Yahala, Debar, Anya, verse 21, verse 20. Wa Yaba'a, Alahaya, All, Bala'ayin, La Yala, Wa Yamar, La, la kora la kub, a wa, nashya, wam, la, a thumb, a wa, a the bar, a shaw, a the bar, all you come, aqua, the Aisha, verse 21. Where you come, but I, but a quar, where you kabash, a thunder, where you lock, I, sharia, mawa, that's it. Okay, now we're going to be reading that in the English. Numbers.
Now I'm going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 15 through 21 in the English. Numbers chapter 22, verse 15 through 21 in the English. Verse 15. And Balak sent yet again princes, more and more honorable than they. Verse 16. And they came to Balak and said to him, Thus saith Balak, the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. Verse 17. For I will promote thee into a great honor, and I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people. Verse 18. Then Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, if Balak will give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God to do less or more. 20%.
They were a little shocked by this too, because Balaam is known to be very greedy. The scripture talks about the greediness and the wickedness of what he wanted, the wickedness of unrighteousness, the wages of unrighteousness, the wages of wickedness. So it's kind of shocking to them that Balaam is refusing this, because he's known to gain money. He's known for this, to do things for money. So that's why he sent messages back. It's like, well, I'll give you a whole house full of silver and gold. Just come and curse these people. Go ahead.
Now therefore I pray thee, tarry me also here this night, that I may know that the Lord will say unto me more. Verse 20. And God came to Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I say unto thee, that shall the word that I say unto thee, that shalt thou do. Verse 21. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass, and he went with the princes of Moab. Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 22 through 28, verse in the Hebrew then in
Wait, you just read English, right? You just read English? Okay, yes, so go ahead.
Come. Numbers chapter 22, verse 22. We a car. Alahayim. Alahayim. Khaya. Walak. Hawalak. Hawa. Wayat the ya
Excellent.
Mala akha.
You had it right.
Mala Yahweh. But the rock, let's a ton. Lawa. Wakab. Ow. A thunder. With thunder. With snow. So like it was thunder. I where you were. I where was. I'm a what? Verse 23. With a ra'ah. Right. Ha'akwam. Ak. Mala'ak. Yahweh. Netazah. Netazah.
Not just out.
Not the
Netazah.
name of that school.
Right.
For the rock. Karabwa. The rock. That's a rock. The rock. Find the work. For your the work.
Connect the young.
The yard.
There you go.
For yard.
Yeah.
What? That.
Quick question, Slack.
Comes
What made you say, how can you know the connector?
because it's the word hand. So it'd be by yad, wa, and the one means his hand. So you know to connect it. So it's really saying in his hand. So ba is the prefix ba. The root word is yad, because that's hand. And wa, so it really means in hand of him. So it's wa.
How can you, I'm trying to figure out how you know the connector.
After a while, you recognize the root word. So always find the root word and then look at the prefix in the side. So some of the word, a lot of words have to recognize the root word, like you'll know yad is in. So if you see by yad wa, you know the ba is in or on, and so you know yad is the root word. So start with the root word and say yad, and then put the prefix in the side. By yad wa.
That's class. We do class. We go over there.
Come. And I'm gonna have Officer Hayati right along with me.
Calm.
He's strong with language.
Calm.
That you told me that I remember words.
Come. You have to remember him.
So you do it just
So you know what I'm saying, right? You know.
yeah. At the same thing, I remember him saying. He told me a whole bunch. Like he said,
Yeah, like
and then he
I
told me,
gotta get the specifics up.
yeah,
I don't know nothing about
this
it.
is how to learn words.
Yeah.
Once I know that this word is hanging, and then I see that on there, then I know it's here. Yeah. But,
Shalom.
uh,
I forgot to use that too.
with topic, with that,
Excellent.
right, money for the rock.
Excellent.
With the rock. What's your shabby? What's the duck? With yak. Wala ayam. Wala ayam.
Excellent.
Aquam. Top.
Excellent.
Wow.
For the rock, verse 24. We got I mad. Mala'ak.
It's like right there. And see, like Officer Kabar, if I may, the first word in verse 24, where you imad, you know the root word imad. We always say that to stand.
Yeah.
So you'll start recognizing something. Come, sir. Go ahead. You were after you spread Mala'ak, which is
from a shy wall, from a shy wall, from a shy wall.
I like how you bring it up. Good. Bring it up. Look at this.
A call or yum yum.
A rumbling.
A running. The dog. Was a with a dog. Was a
What's up?
was a
What's up?
Mazal. Oh, no call.
No.
Mazal. 25. With the ra'ah. One. Mala'aka. Yahweh. With the lock. With the what? The Katiza.
Excellent.
Ow. Yard. Yard.
Excellent. Yeah.
With the lock. It's a lot here. What? The Katiza.
Excellent.
The gold.
Excellent.
The iron. Ow. For y'all. With your sock. With her cup. With her cocktail. Look. Her cocktail. With her cup. Verse 26. With your support. I mean, what's a sock? With your sock.
Where you was sock.
With your sock. Malak.
Excellent.
Yahweh. Our ward. With your Imad. Bama Kwam.
Excellent.
Tazar.
Excellent.
Ashar. Ayan. The Rock. Lana to Wak.
Excellent.
Yamayan.
Look at that again.
Yum.
Good. That's right. Good.
Come on, say again, sir.
Yum. That's right.
Shama. Whoa.
That's
With
right.
Shama a whoa.
Excellent.
Verse 27. With the Ra'ah. Mala'at. Yahweh. With the Ra. Batada. Bataga. With the Rabata. The Kop. Mala'an. With your car. Mala'an. Wala. Akawan. Bamako.
There we go.
28. Will you pop? Will you put back?
Excellent.
Yahweh. Yes. With the Amar. Love of the Ain. Mahut. Ashiyah.
There again.
Aisha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yahya.
Close.
Aisha. Yahya.
There we go. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, let's say I. You got to leave that Hayah. Good.
Hayah.
Mhm. That means I. Good.
Ashir.
So what? Aisha Hayah. Aisha Hayah. It's saying I made or I've done something. So that's it.
Wow.
Because.
Because.
Trying to get back up here.
Wakaya. Wakaya. Naya. It's Tanya. Okay. Wakaya Tanya. Wakatanya.
Okay, Tanya.
Wakaya Tanya.
Connected.
Za. Salah. Wakalayam. Okay. Okay. Excellent.
All right, let's go. We're going back to Numbers chapter 22, 22 to 28. Let's read that in the
It's like, that last word is regalia. It's like, regalia.
that's in 28. Regalium, come. That's a plural word. Regalium, come. All right, verse 22, chapter 22, verse, what am I in? 22?
I'll read Numbers chapter 22, verse 22 to 28.
And God's verse 22, Numbers chapter 22, verse 22. And God's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two servants were with him. I have a question, because some people might not think this makes sense. How come? I want to go back and read verse 20 because this might not make sense to people. I'm going to ask my question. I got the equity paper up here. I'm taking a name. Let me go back to verse 20. It says, and God came into Balaam at night and said unto them, if the men come to thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, thou shalt do. Okay, that's verse 20. 21, and Balaam rose up in the morning and sat on his ass and went with the princes of Moab. Verse 22, and God's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of the Lord stood to him. What? Does that kind of sound like a contradiction? How come the Lord said, if they call him to go with them, and then the next morning he goes with them, and the Lord's trying to kill them? Somebody explain that to me, because this might be a difficult scripture to some people coming in. I haven't talked to Tanya. She said, no, okay. Does anybody want to take a stab at it? Why? Because that could be that looks like initially a contradiction. Does anybody want to take a stab at it? Okay, the Lord said at the night, said, if the men come and call you, go with them in the morning. In the morning, Balaam saddles his donkey up and goes with the princes. And then the Lord is about to kill him. Why is that?
Like if I
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because the Most High is not with them. The Most High is with Israel.
Okay, you're thinking, but the Lord clearly told him, if the men call you in the morning, go with them. And then the next morning, Balaam saddles up his donkey, goes with them, and then the Lord's trying to kill him. That could, initially you look at it like that doesn't seem like it makes sense. The Lord said go with him. Go ahead. Anybody want to take a shot? Let's go to let's get a shot to him.
What?
Let's look at that text again. I want people to see if they can catch it. Let's look at verse 20 again. The answer is actually verse 20. And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shalt thou do. Verse 21. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. Verse 22. And God's anger was kindled because he went. Anybody catch it in verse 20? There you go. It said, if the men called him.
Yep.
That's what says follow the order. They didn't call him. He went up, because remember, Balaam is very greedy. He went up, saddled his ass, and just went with the prince. It said, if the men in the morning call you, go with them. So he disobeyed the order of the Most High. He just went because, remember, Balaam is very greedy. All he wants is money. It said, if the men, that's that word if. That's why when we went into the land, and the Most High said, if you keep my statutes That word if, it's a very small word, but it means a lot. If.
Big word.
It's a big word. And like I said, that's why, you know, in the Acts, they say follow the order. He did not follow the order. And you see the Lord was going to kill him. He said, if the men didn't call him. He went up, gathered his stuff, and just went right along with it. They did not call him. Okay? So that's why the Lord was going to kill him. Let's keep going. Verse 22. And God's anger was kindled because he went. And the angel Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his 2 servants were with him. Verse 20c, and the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing wait. So the animal saw it. The animal saw the concert.
Hey, that's real heavy, right? Because that's the problem with Christian church. They don't read it completely like that, or they ain't in classes to check stuff like that. So they just take something like they were like that. Shit, that ain't right. The Lord ain't right. They quick to say the Lord ain't right instead of just examining it. They would have never caught that.
Come.
Yeah. I mean, that's serious. That takes showing up being in class.
Come.
To go get some understanding.
Come. It's like if I make sure, Jeremiah taught me that.
Yeah.
Jeremiah taught me that.
Yeah,
I'll call Jeremiah. Jeremiah will answer late. I'm like, Jeremiah. Jeremiah was, but yeah, come.
Yeah, I just called him for something too.
Come.
He called me right back.
Come right back. And the ass saw the angel, verse 23, and the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and a sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out of the way and went into the field, and Balaam smote the ass and turned to turn her into the way. So the ass saw the angel of the Lord about to say, he was trying to save his master. He was trying to get out of the way. But there's a precept that, remember, I think it was Elisha. I'll probably correct me. I always get them confused. Elijah. Remember, they were. They didn't. One of them, his servants, did not see all the angels and chariots around him, and he prayed and said, "Lord, open up his eyes so he can see it." Okay, because Most High has his armies around. We just don't see them, and thus the Lord opens our eyes to what he wants us to see.
Right. It's kind of like that movie Predator.
Oh, God.
He there, but you can't see.
The Lord has to open your eyes.
Right.
The ass saw the angel about to kill him, and the ass was trying to save his master. But we'll see how Balaam acts. It says at the end of verse 23, and Balaam smote the ass and turned her to the way, verse 24. But the angel of the Lord stood a path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side, and a wall on that side. Verse 25, when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself into the wall. Okay, she's trying to get out of the way. And crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. And he smote her again. So he's like, what is wrong with you? Because he don't see it. The angel of the Lord did. And his foot got crushed. Verse 26. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place and where was no way to turn either to the right hand or the left. Verse 27. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass and face, beating on his ass. Okay? Verse 28. And the Lord, I know I caught it. All right. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, what have I done unto thee that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? Like, I'm doing what's right. Okay, so the Lord opened the mouth. Okay, we know that's not normal, but the Lord can do what he wants. He opened the mouth. Yeah, the ass started talking, saying, hey, listen, what am I? Look, I'm trying to help you. And you nigga. Right. All right, excellent. All right.
Now we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 20, 29 through 35.
All right, Numbers chapter 22, 29 to 35 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 22, verse 29. By Amar, Bala'ain, Ba'akwan, Kaya, Haka Allah, Baya, Lawa, Yash, Karab, Bayadya, Kaya, Aifa, Haragasya, verse 30. With Amar, Ha'athwan, Anakia, Anaka. Oh, it's like a fun cut, like a star, like a bot, oh yeah. My I wadka, I, Taiwan, a za, kun fire. Yeah, kun fire. I shall walk. Look up, where you amar, look up, verse 31. Where you go, you have a off. I yunya, la ain. Where you off, mala'ak. Yahweh, not to za, but the rock. Wakaragwa, Shalapa, Bayadwa, Wayakwan, Wayashapatwa, La Apa Yawa. Sorry, La Apa Yawa, verse 32, Wayamar, all Yawa, Mala'at, Yahawa, all Ma. Hakataya, no, sorry, Hakaya, Athunka, Za, Salawash, Rogolian. Hana, Anakia, Ayataya, Fasha Tun, Kaya, Yarat, Hadarak, Lana Gadia, verse 33. With the Ra'anya, one, with thoughts. Lapunya, Zab, Shalat, Regolium, Awalia, Natapa, Lapunya, Kaya, Aifa, Gum, Akam, Rag, Faya, Wa'awatha, Wakayataya, Hakayataya. Verse 34, Wayne Amar, Mala Ain, all Mala Ak, Hayo. Yahweh, Kaya, Kaya, Yadai, Kaya, Kaya, Ata, Natazah, La Korataya, but the rock, Aita, Rai, but Ayanyaka, Asha, Waba, Laya, verse 35. Why Amar, Mala'at, Yahweh, all, Mala'ain, La'ain, Anashiam, Wa'apas, Wa'atas, Hadabar, Ashar, Adabar, all you come, Aqua, Hadabar, Wayalak, Mala'ain, Ain, Sharia, Malak, and that's it.
Not the czar. What is that?
Means like to stand for something. And that's why they named he stood for something.
Now I'm going to be reading Numbers chapter 22, verse 29 through 35 in the English. Numbers chapter 22, verse 29 through 30, verse 29. And Balaam said unto the ass, because thou hast mocked me, I will there, Salaki, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill thee. Verse 30. And the ass said unto Balaam,
You threatened the donkey?
No, he was trying to kill him. Like he was trying to kill him. He didn't understand. He didn't understand what was going on. He's going to understand though.
Verse 30. And the ass said unto Balaam, I am not I thine ass. Am I Salaki? Am not I thine ass, upon which thou hast written ever since I was thine unto this day? Was I ever wont to do so unto thee? And he said, Nay. Verse 31. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand.
So the Lord has to open up your eyes to see, and he wants you to see what's going on around you. Like I said, the precept of that is, I believe it's Elijah or Elisha. They had an army, I believe, coming up against them, but Elisha, when they saw it, but the servant didn't see it. He was afraid, and he prayed and said, "Open up his eyes." When he asked the Lord to open up the servant's eyes, the servant saw all these chariots around us because Elisha said, "There's more of us than them." They just didn't see it. Okay, and that can go with us as Israel. You know, that there's more of us than them. You know, concert.
That's heavy, right? Like I said, that movie Predator, they probably got that off of that something.
Oh,
Got that off of the Bible, but that's how the Lord will come. They ain't gonna see him.
come.
They can't. How they gonna fight him? They can't see him. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the power to do that.
Come.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And they're gonna come against us. It's gonna be more of us than them. Excellent, sir.
And his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. Verse 32. The angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is preserved before me.
So that way, you were disobedient, wicked, because all he wanted was money. Okay, a precept to that is you can look at 2 Peter 2, 15 through 16, or you can look at Jude. They talk about the way of Balaam was he wanted the wages of wickedness, or he was about money, and they say that that's all he was about was money.
And what was his name again? Say his name again?
Balaam or Balaam, I think Balaam, I think Balaam. Okay, and you can find that in 2 Peter 2. You can find that in Jude. They talk about them. And he was greedy. That's all. That's why he went. That's why he disobeyed the Lord. He's about to get killed.
It's a lot. His name today is Trump, too.
Right.
It's about money. Like, we do this from the jump. Like, the rich voted for him. You know what I'm saying? The only reason white poor people voted for Trump is because he was racist, and they knew that's the way that they get to feel like they have something in America because they poor. You know what I mean? What they call them trailer trains. They don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you make them feel like they are a part of America is by oppressing all of the blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians so they can feel like we with the rich. You know what I'm saying? We're a class under the rich, but we're with them. We're part of America. Right, because we get to oppress them. We get to spit on them. We get to say, hey, why you got this cart in here? This is my cart. You know what I'm saying? Or what you doing around here? You know what I mean? But Trump is all about money, just like McConnell. You know what I'm saying? And because his ways is perverse, right? That Trump ways is perverse. And now we see him being about money. Got Saudi Arabia in there. Now Saudi Arabia is getting bombed and they're second guessing the strength of America. And if Trump can even help them, which is going to make them turn and part their ways, just like the French. You know what I'm saying? Just like everything that's going, just like half of America, 90% of America is not even with America. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though now they got to bring up talks about terrorism. They got to convince the youth that's in America to embrace America more and Israel more, because now terrorists are going to come and mess up your spring break. But I'm just showing that because, you know what I'm saying, your Trump ways are perverse. You know what I'm saying? The people we follow and the whole thing, I was thinking about it, it's the same way. It ain't going to be, well,
and I knew
it's going to be, I was going to say it ain't going to be no horse, no donkey. But it is though. Yeah, it's going to be something that come and open his eyes, but it's going to be too late. Come, you know what I'm saying? But that was it.
We're verse 33.
Verse 33, and the ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times, unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her.
So
saved her alive.
The angel just said, if the axe did not save you, you would have been dead. And I'd have killed you, or alive, just like it. I'd unalived you, and pretty much left the axe to live. Pretty much his angel saved him.
Verse 34. And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displeases thee, I will get thee back again. Verse 35. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee, that thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the prince of Balak.
Excellent. Now, there's a lesson to this too. if we disobey the Most High, I mean, because the Most High is very merciful to us, but this could be a lesson. The Most High, we have an order, and we refuse the order of the Most High. This could be a lesson. Angel could be sent to destroy, to take somebody that's not obeying the order and stand against. So you got to think of how real that is. You know, just by order of if. That's a small word, if. And that word, and that's a big order. No, that's.
Just a minute up there, about it.
Lie that out. Sabath. Is the top down there?
Shit, lock in right there.
Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I think that's it. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakiyah.
Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakiyah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakiyah.
This is for everybody. I might, which means to stand. Wapanya Akwadam, which means rise and face the east. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, then in the English. The Lord's Prayer. Abana, Sabbath Service,
Todah, Ayah, Shekah, Yahweh, Allah, Sabaoth, Sabaoth, Ayah, Aisha, Sabaoth, Sabaoth, Ayah, Shemaiah, the thunder now, call, the wall. What's the lock now? What's the lock now? Have a watch now. Catch the lock now. Have a watch now. Yeah. That's like one. A ball. Have a shine now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm a lock. I love you. Come on.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is our top of power. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh. The thunder. That's a hall. Come to touch the right.
In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power.
Please give us the
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirit.
Power against unclean spirit.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
So be it.
This is the blessed Israel. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh. Rakana.
Ayah.
Sapar.
Hashem Yahweh. The water.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please bless us. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you.
So be it.
This is Psalms 121.
Sorry. Yahweh, Yahweh, Shemar, Yahweh, Tazar, Aliyah, Yimka, Yawamam, Ashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Royarak, Royalah, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makora, Yashamar, Abnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Walaka, Walaka, Mayata, Wa'ai, Awalam, Amam.
And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel,
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not strike thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth,
From this time forth, even forevermore. So be it.
This is Psalms 83. Alahai.
Alahai.
Alamayalaka.
Alamayalaka.
Alhamarash.
Alhamarash.
Alpha Shakwat.
Alpha Shakwat.
Yahana.
Yahana.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Shanayaka. Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yamayamwa.
Yahamayanwa.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Ayasawa.
Ayasawa.
Amar.
Amar.
Makawa.
Makawa. Malakakina.
Magolia.
Magolia. Wala'ah. Yashakar. Shamyasha. Iwa. Aya. Ayasawa. Yakadwa. Yakad. Aholia. Alawam. Masha'ai Aliyah.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ma'anawan.
Ma'amalak. Parashah.
Yeshabia. Because the war. Lam Ashur.
Nilawah.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Zerawah.
Labanyalawa. Salah.
Aishalaham.
Kamadin.
Yasra'ah.
Kayabin.
Nakal.
Yashwan.
Ishamadwa.
Hayawa.
Yaman.
Adama.
Yadama. Yadama.
Yakuba.
Ka'ara.
Abba.
Wakadabat. Wakadazona. Ashar. Amar.
Rashad.
Rashad.
Lanawa. Awa.
Alawa.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Sayatambwa.
Sayatambwa.
Golgala.
Kumquatch. Lapanyalaka. Sabahaya. Kalahaba. Walahat. Hard. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Shamka. Yahawa.
And then he ended. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not that silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
And lifted up the head.
And lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thine people.
against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted
Against thine hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
But let us cut them off.
Being a nation.
Being a
Let
nation.
the name of Israel.
Let the name of
May
Israel
be no more remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one
They
consent.
are confederate against
They
the
are
Confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
Moab,
and Moab,
and
and Hagarene,
Gabal, and
and
Amalek, the Philistines,
Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
they are Salaki. Asher is also joined with
Asher is also joined with them.
Hope in the children of life.
They have hope in the children of light.
Salah,
Salah.
you unto them,
You unto them,
unto the
and
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
to the Seir,
and to the Seir,
to the Ben,
and to Japan,
the brook of Kassan,
and the brook of Shon,
Perch and
the
Endor.
Perch and Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nose like the red.
Make their noses like a red,
Like the air.
Yea, all their princes,
All their princes as the back
as the moon.
and the moon.
Instead,
Instead,
let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the house of Yahweh in possession.
the house of the house of possession.
Oh my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the stumble before the
And
wind.
as the fire burneth a wood.
And as the fire burns the wood.
And as the flame set up the mountain on fire.
and as the flame set up the mountain on fire,
So persecute them.
with thy tempest,
And make them afraid.
and make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Hear that faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
They
shame.
may speak thy name.
They may speak thy name. Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
Trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
Perish. And then they know.
And then they know that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone is Yahweh.
The Most High.
The Most High. Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
This is the blessings of the power structure. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Shah.
Yahweh.
Allah.
Oh, Yahweh.
Allah. Allah walk your hunter.
Allah walk your hunter.
Allah walk your hunter. Hasta running. Ako sa yanyan.
Ako sa yanyan.
Haka gilgolian.
Ako gilgolian.
Wahakwakin. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahweh.
And then the angels. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Mike. And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General.
The general.
The general.
Captain.
Officers.
The
troopers. And the citizens. Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
These are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth.
all things live.
And all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Like prophets. The teachers.
The princes.
The priests. The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the schools.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen. And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force them
Force
rich to enter into thy sanctuary.
Enter into thy sanctuary.
And send evil and curses.
Send evil and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
The nation.
The nation.
The drug dealers.
The drug dealers.
The court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and all.
Amalek synagogues and all.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology. Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads. Gable. Gable. The lesbian. The lesbian.
Spies. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft. National Space Program. Navy. Air. Marines. Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
The spirit.
Convict the spirit
Of any of thy
people.
that seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
Stand in the way.
And try to stop us. From broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume
Let
them.
the plague.
Plague.
Take the house of the thief.
Take the house of the thief.
And the murder.
And the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
And Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Punish all the heathen.
And punish all the heathen
Come up against us.
that come up against
As
us.
we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
And it is the angels that have done
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread
Through the media.
through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
To shake at thy tongue.
Cause them to shake at thy tongue.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
This concludes the service, Sabbath service.
Men of Israel. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel. Mighty Sabbath. Barak.
Yahweh, send y'all Sabath.
Judgment time. Class is finished.
Always. Oh, shit, anyway.
Okay. Oh, men of Israel. Okay. So, Judgment time. Sar, which means to turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Mighty Sabbath. Barak. Yahweh, Judgment time. Class is finished.
Every class, always salute the sister.
Okay, yeah. No, to you. And then
That's
right
a
there,
warning to
like
We got black, Latino, and Native American. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call an ambulance. That shit go. Right, left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better give your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. Ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right, left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the scene is something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar here hanging out the car window when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? When anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that.
Y'all about to y'all stop right there.